For updates on sports and everything about, sports in the world. Aaron Akerjola is the man to talk to. Aaron, how are you? Merry Christmas, Aaron.
At this, I can see you in the Christmas spirit already.
I try.
Good morning to you, Doctor.
Good morning.
Merry Christmas. And usually, we will be expecting that, like several sectors, the sporting world will be taking a hiatus, but that's not the case, as few leagues and few sports are still soldiering on. And let's start it off from the English Premier League, as the players knew, of course, getting into the Christmas spirit. They had to celebrate Christmas a little bit early. You can see Ronaldo, then Luis Suarez and his family are celebrating Christmas. Kevin De Bruyne and the family also celebrating Christmas. And also even Nigerians, of course, Kenneth Omero and the wife celebrating Christmas in Spain. Alexander Iwobi, alongside his family, also celebrating Christmas, especially for Iwobi, as they build up to a massive Christmas schedule, which will be starting on Boxing Day tomorrow. So let's keep our eyes on that. And let's also tell you that in the NBA, they also will be skipping Christmas, because literally games will be played from tonight into the morning. And I must tell you, they started by, of course, doing the whole rituals of Christmas, giving out gifts, and trying to be all in the mood of Christmas before practice began. And then games will be going down tonight. Quite a flurry of games will be going down tonight to sizzle for those who follow the NBA. I must tell you, it's always exciting. The Heat against the Pelicans. Milwaukee Bucks will be going against the Golden State Warriors. You can actually see him there. Giannis against. Even the newcomers will be coming in for Wiseman. Let's see if he can actually sizzle for them. Boston Celtics will also be in action against the Nets. So those are some games to look out for. The Lakers against the Mavericks is another game that everyone is talking about, as LeBron James and the team AD, not the best start to their defense. They'll be hoping to put the Mavs to the sword. Let's see what becomes of that particular fixture. The Nuggets against the Clippers will be some of the games, and ending it up will be Grizzlies against the Hawks. So no Christmas holiday for the NBA. For football, the EPL soldiers on tomorrow. Quite a lot of fixtures. Arsenal will be hoping for an early Christmas gift as they take on Chelsea tomorrow. We'll be talking about that particular fixture. Bringing it on today, before I get to you guys quickly, let's actually tell you that this is a very big downer for Nigeria and some other countries who were hoping to use the under-17 as a springboard to get to the next level. We know that Nigeria is the most successful team, without a doubt, unprecedented. We've won 5 trophies at the under-17 level. World Cup, not on the continent, and we've produced some of the biggest stars, from the Orumos of this world to the Iheanachos of this world to the Taiwo Awonis of this world. The list is endless. And this time around, FIFA has said, due to COVID-19, the tournament which was to hold in 2021, talking about the under-17 and the under-20 World Cups, has been shifted to 2023. And that will mean that for some of those players who are teetering between the ages of 16 and 16 plus, by 2023, they will be ineligible to play for this World Cup, to play at the World Cup, I beg your pardon. And for those also hovering around that 19 to 19 plus, who were hoping to get into 2021 with the hope of probably playing at the World Cup and having a shot at the highest level, would also have their hopes dashed, because by 2023, they will not be eligible based on age. Already Nigeria has a problem, because Fatai Folorunsho Amao and his team and 40 players from that particular team failed the MRI scan. That meant technically that most of those players were over age. So probably this will be a nice reprieve for him to go back, select more players, and begin to build. For those who are hoping that this was an opportunity to become the next superstar, we've seen some of the biggest players emerge from this tournament, the likes of Neymar. We could go on, Coutinho. The list are inexhaustible. You can't exhaust them at the moment. So it's really a big downer for those players who were hoping that this was the path to fame.
Well, everyone is paying a price for COVID-19, and it's impacting on virtually every sector. Who was that Nigerian player again who said for him, safety comes first before football? Mikel Obi, and that was the point when FIFA and the various leagues began to take specific decisions about the threat of COVID-19. But I was going to ask you about the transfer window, which will open in Europe, I guess, next week.
Yeah, in January.
By January 2, in England and Germany and France, and then in Spain on January 4. And some of these top players, you know, they were out of contract. By the end of this season, they will be out of contract. So what are your expectations? What are we likely to see, particularly with a player like Lionel Messi, like Mesut Ozil, who has become almost no longer useful to Arsenal, David Alaba, and some of those high-profile players? Will Messi, for example, wait till end of the month, January 24, thereabouts, when a new president comes in, or the time has really come for him to take that call about the future of his career? And will Arsenal just immediately offload Mesut Ozil, and where will he go? What kind of movements do you see?
I think you've mentioned the biggest players who are in contention. We know, thanks to the Bosman rule, some of these players can sign pre-contracts before the summer. They might just stay with their clubs but sign a pre-contract before the summer to move in the summer, because this winter transfer window might not be conducive for some of them. For Lionel Messi, I don't think he will be leaving Barcelona. There are still talks of keeping him there, but the big question mark is this: Barcelona cannot afford to pay Lionel Messi at this moment in time. There's still a back and forth about Lionel Messi and some of his compatriots who have refused to take a pay cut. Right now, I think Barcelona Lionel Messi is bleeding Barcelona dry, if you'd ask me, and they should sell him. But unfortunately, they missed that key window to do that in the summer, where they should have sold him for a premium. Right now, they'll sell him next to nothing, or some clubs can just use the Bosman rule, kick it in, sign a pre-contract, and have Lionel Messi go on the free. David Alaba likely to join Chelsea. We know that some of the biggest clubs are coming for the Nigerian Austrian, so let's see what becomes of him. Real Madrid are also in the offing to bring Alaba to Spain, and some other clubs are also hoping to bring his talent, because he doesn't only just bring the defensive flair or the defensive solidity and the attacking flair to football. He's just a well-rounded player, I must say. And for Mesut Ozil, he said he's not going anywhere, that he wants to stay with Arsenal and fight it out. But whether he likes it or not, by the end of the season,
perpetually.
I didn't get you?
He wants to continue to warm the bench.
At the moment, Arsenal have been backed up against a corner, and they know they need a creative player in the middle of the pack to help orchestrate things. And who better than Mesut Ozil? After all, he's in the books. He will not cost any money. All they just need to do is re-register this particular player. Whether he can turn the fortunes of Arsenal around is left to be seen. But one thing is certain: the £350,000 a week that he's earning will come to an end in the summer. And he says he wants to stay at Arsenal, which I think is a fine idea, recapture his form, and probably go somewhere, maybe go back to Turkey, which is his native land. We know he's a German, Turkish, which is his native land, maybe to get what they call retirement benefits, so to speak.
All right, let's see how that pans out. But one thing I'll tell Mikel Arteta, if he's listening to me now, if he's watching me, please, you need Mesut Ozil. You need a player that has a lot of experience, not those children you have in that team currently. Those children like Nketiah and co.